Okay, so you're playing football at University of Toledo, and then all of a sudden, the whole city of Chicago hears that you're going to transfer to Delaware State. Kind of go into what happened with that.
What happened with that? My second year, I was, like I said, I was a backup that whole season, and after the season, I went home for winter break, and it was crazy. Different stuff we dealt with at home. My closest cousin got killed, Ray Grant, so I was dealing with a lot. And coming back to school, I was real close with my quarterback coach, and so came back to school like not even really feeling the whole school atmosphere. So as soon as I came back and returned from my winter break, we found out that actually I was at one of my teammates' house, and it's like 7 or 8 of us over there just chilling, and we see it go across the bottom of the screen that Coach Gary Pinkel, who was our head coach, was leaving going to Missouri. So we are, kind of like, damn, we just found that out watching ESPN, and then we started getting calls from everybody saying that it was going to be a team meeting. So we went up there, and found out that pretty much the whole coaching staff was leaving, going to Missouri. So we was kind of in limbo, and then they ended up hiring new coaches before we started spring practice. When I met a new quarterback coach, me and him just didn't hit it off well. I'm a realist, and I kind of knew what his plans were. You hear about coaches who want certain kind of players, and I was an athletic quarterback. That's what Toledo was recruiting at the time. The guy who was in front of me, he was first team all conference, and we had a similar game. And when we meet our quarterback coach, the first thing he tells us is, look, it's 5 quarterbacks. I'm only keeping 2 of y'all, and the rest of y'all got to find a new position. And I tell people that story, but it's like crazy because he didn't say, hello, my name. Nah, he just said, look, it's 5 of y'all, I'm only keeping 2 of y'all. Nice to meet y'all, bye. So I went through spring ball. I finished, where I was at, number 2 quarterback. And that summer, I stayed up there most of the summer, and he brought in 3 more quarterbacks. We had different styles. They would just drop back pocket passes, and I kind of knew, like I said, being the realist, I kind of knew that he wasn't going to give me the opportunity to play, regardless of what he said. So I went home for the second part of the summer. Came back, I ended up failing my conditioning test. Really, that was my fault, but I didn't really know if I wanted to be there because I knew I wasn't going to have a chance to play. So I ended up contacting Coach Richards, telling him I was thinking about transferring. We talked a little bit, and then I actually tried to leave before, because I knew I couldn't start that semester because I would lose that year. So I was going to try to leave during camp and start looking for schools to transfer. And the quarterback coach got wind of it and called me in and met with me and told me that pretty much he wasn't going to release me. He wasn't going to give me a transfer. So what I think he was doing, he had these other guys in. He wanted to see if they could play, and I was just like an insurance policy. So throughout that whole year, I was just given the runaround. I was in limbo. I wasn't given the opportunity to compete. So it went on that whole season. I talked to the coach different times, and he just would tell me one thing and do another. So at the end of the season, I went to him again and tried to transfer. He told me he wouldn't let me, and I went through winter conditioning, came into the spring. We had a long talk. He told me I was going to have the same opportunity as every other quarterback at the time. It's 5 quarterbacks, and Toledo, Ohio get pretty cold, so we go into spring practice. It's the end of February. It's below 0. We do a 3-hour practice, and I don't get 1 snap, at quarterback. So after that, I went and hollered at the head coach, and we had a good relationship. And he told me, if you want to transfer, I'm gonna make sure wherever you go, they give you a full ride, and I'm gonna let you transfer. So that was that. I ended up leaving.
So now you're officially leaving Toledo. Now where do you want to go?
I talked to about 5 or 6 different schools, and like I said, I'm a loyal person. So Delaware State, they was on me, they wanted me, and like I said, they was calling all the time. They were the most consistent. So I said, I took a trip out there, and that's what I decided to transfer to.
Okay. So now you're going to a black college, correct?
Yeah.
Kind of go into what was the difference between black college, university, and going to Toledo, playing big time D1 football, as far as just everything.
Uh, it was a smaller school, which ended up working for me better because all your professors and everybody know you personally. They know you by name. On the football field, the athletes, if you look in the last couple of NFL drafts, the MEAC is probably putting more skill position players in the NFL than the MAC with just as many. So I don't think it was a big difference from the skill position standpoint. But I mean, you don't see the 6'8", 350-pound lineman. So I say probably just up front with the line, that was probably the biggest difference as far as football goes.
Okay. So are you immediately the starting quarterback? Maybe because you're really coming down. I'm not saying coming down because it's still D1 football, but you are coming down a level of conference strength.
Yeah, I ran into more bumps in the road because while I was at Toledo, I got some bad information from my counselor. Once again, I mean, I was transferring out. She got 100 other athletes that she dealing with, so I wasn't top priority. So I was told that I was gonna lose 12 credits by transferring. So I was told that after I left Toledo, I was told I had to come back to Toledo and take summer school because I needed 3 credit hours to be eligible to play when I got to Delaware State. So I came back to Toledo for a session of summer school, got my 3 credit hours, transferred to Delaware State. I was going to be an immediate starter. I had 2 more years to play, and found out I was ineligible probably about a week before the season. I was 2 credit hours short, so it was like a miscommunication, or somebody just didn't add up all the credit hours right. So I ended up having to sit out that season. We tried everything we could, but I think just because that situation was mishandled, I ended up losing another year and had to sit out my first year at Delaware State.
How did it make you feel on a personal level, just not being able to do something you love?
I really wasn't feeling that good about football. I mean, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't fun for me at that time. It was, I was contemplating not playing at all anymore because it just, it wasn't like high school. It's a lot of different things you got to, deal with in college that kind of took the fun out of it for me. So, talk to my mother about it, and I decided to stick it out and finish up.
Okay. So now you're going to your last year, senior year, and you put up some big numbers. Kind of going to play with that.
It felt like high school again. It was fun because my first game I had a big game. I think I threw for like 280 yards and rushed for like 80 yards. So here we go again that Monday. Every newspaper in the area came and talked to me, and like I said, it was a fun season. I put up pretty good numbers, and that was that.
Now you finish up. Now your senior year, you finish up at the Delaware State. Now, are you getting your offer for pro? Any agents coming to you?
I had some talks with the Baltimore Ravens, and actually the guy, one of their scouts, he was a Delaware State alumni, so he was in contact with me throughout the season. And I ended up tearing my hamstring up I ended up pulling it pretty bad, like the 6th week of the season. So I played on it another couple weeks and ended up tearing it. And so the last 3 games of the season, I missed 1 whole game, and 2 games I might have played a couple plays when I tried to play and couldn't. So when it came time to work out for the scouts and stuff, I couldn't run and nothing. So that point I decided that, I wasn't gonna really pursue football no more. I was kind of feeling like I had, been through enough, and I was done with it.
Okay. Now, last year I was with you at this event, like for a company event that involves sport activities, and I witnessed you throw a football 75 yards. Um, I mean, we got arena football still available, Canada, and even pro. I mean, what are your thoughts on not playing no more, and do you still have the love for the game to even try to play again?
I'm comfortable, man. I mean, I think I'll always be able to pick the football up and throw it. I'm, more focused on mentoring kids who want to play. And, I got little cousins who want to play, so just getting them ready for what it's going to take to make it. And as far as pro and all of that go, I mean, I miss the games. I'm always had a love for the game, but I don't miss the waking up at 5, practicing the cold and the rain. So from that standpoint, I know I'm done, because, like I said, you just can't play in the games. It's a whole lot more that goes into it. I mean, you see guys who play on Sunday, but you don't see, the off-season workouts and everything else that come along with it.
Okay. So you were saying for mentoring, kind of go into your mentoring businesses that you have going on right now.
Well, I mean, I don't really call it a business. Just I got a little cousin, Kenneth Lloyd, Alex Buzz. I mean, my little cousin Tyreek Johnson. Just giving them that cold hard truth and letting them know how hard it's gonna be, and being hard on them, because they say they want to play. And actually, I also work with like kids who mainly quarterbacks who want to play, or high school level, whatever. Just like some one-on-one tutoring, different drills and different things that I know, and try to help them be the best they can be.
Okay. I'm going to your adventure with Chris Woods and Ezel Moore on the Hardwood Hustler Academy.
That was something we started 2010. We probably started that in 2007. Just making T-shirts. It was like an athletic clothing line, and we put together a DVD where we highlighted Northwest Indiana basketball. And so we did that, got some success with it, and decided that we wanted to kind of change the focus of the company, and make it more an academy where we do training sessions with kids, where they come learn about what it's going to take academically to make it into college, and just working on individual skills. So that's something we're in the process of making happen now.
What is one motto you always live by?
It could always be worse. That's something I always tell myself. So I try to live without complaints or regrets, because there's always somebody out there in a worse position than you.
Keon, man, I want to give you the opportunity to tell you thank you for all your information, your experience, man, and we will see you again in the future. This is Athlete Lives Network. Once an athlete, always athlete.